Okay, political correctness and extreme liberals. The reaction from what happened in America. Now, I've done a blog about how I do blame a lot of the liberal society we live in is the reason why these people do what they do, because they're bought to feel the guilt that they feel, and they're brought to get involved in extremism because of liberalism. I believe it is a disease, and it does cause a lot of problems around the world, and it's designed by that. That is why the mainstream media support it, and that is why mainstream, should we say, governments support what they do. Hence why, for example, in the UK, if you sit more on the left, you're more likely to get away with things than you are if you sit on the right. Who I know people in prison for speaking that are on the right. So there we go. Now I'm just going to talk about a guy. His name is Tariq Nasheed. He is a guy that was on Fox News. I watched an interview with today, which I will put the links, as I do, on this video. You can see them all. I never just talk or waffle rubbish. I know I go on a bit sometimes, but I always put links to prove what I'm talking about. Now this guy had an interview. Okay, it's Fox News, no matter what you think of it. Personally, I like Fox News, obviously, because I'm more right-wing, as they would call me. But you know, some of you might not like Fox News. That's down to you. Whatever, floats your boat. But we'll talk about the facts here. He had tweeted this. Okay, this guy. Let me just read it off my phone. Okay. So, White Officer Alan Hayako, I think I pronounced his name wrong. Right, sorry if I didn't. He's a hero, by the way. Who shot and killed the black Somali stabbing suspect in Ohio, is being paraded as a hero. That's interesting. So this is a guy that advocates Black Lives Matter, right? Okay, he advocates them. I find that very interesting, because if you watch his interview, it starts not too bad, and then he starts getting aggressive about white people, about living in a society that is white supremacist. Let's tell you something about the Somalian guy, or terrorist should we call them, that has died because of the bravery of a policeman that just so happened to be white. All right, get over it, right? He was a white policeman, yeah, he killed extremists. Guess what? Extremists come in all different colours, sizes, right? There's trust me, I'm from the UK, right? A lot of them are white, trust me, all right? A lot of them are white that are Islamic extremists, trust me, okay? And a lot of them go and join ISIS are white, believe it or not, all right? So we're actually fighting, okay, an ideology, not a race here. So first, let's address that. Now, I find it very fascinating that liberal people, okay, have tweeted out that it was the poor guy. Now let me read one tweet. I've got it here. This just fascinated me. I'm not going to mention their names, all right? But the poor kid that I held as a child in Somalia comes to America, probably been bullied by #racists in white Ohio. Now he's dead. #thanks Trump. Are you serious? Let's talk about this guy a minute. This guy from 2007 to 2014 went to Pakistan. He went to Pakistan for what reasons we don't actually know. So there are reasons we need to look into. I'm sure it wasn't for a 7-year holiday. It might have been to study more Islamic faith, maybe. But bear in mind, it is one of the most radical countries in the world. I can sort of guess why he probably went there, all right? Now, he's chosen to go to America. He's been funded by the state, by the way. He goes to one of the best universities in America. It's one of the top universities for us Brits that don't know much about it all, okay? Very lucky man. I would have loved that opportunity. Had a life ahead of him, in my eyes, to have that sort of education at his hands, yeah? Okay, so he has come from Somalia, yes. All right, but that doesn't give him an excuse to run people over, start hacking into people because of the fucking book he's reading, right, and the ideology he believes. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Now, we can talk about globalisation. We can talk about the wars. Trust me, I'm a veteran. I have served in most countries, all right, and been a volunteer in countries, okay, and worked as a private contractor. So trust me, I've travelled the Middle East and Africa, so I've known, all right? I know exactly, okay, how the West has done certain things to make countries broken, corrupt and that. So let's not even go down that road, right? I understand that fully. What I am trying to address here is this white guilt that flies around, right? When we're talking about a terrorist and a policeman that stopped a terrorist from killing people. He saved lives, this policeman. Thank God nobody died, all right? There were just some seriously injured people that are now, apparently I've heard on the news, are now coming around and getting a lot better. Thank God, all right? But he could have been black, the policeman, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But it's people like this Tariq Nasheed, right, who have made a genuine movement, Black Lives Matter, right, that was brought up for maybe genuine issues in the US. I'm not too sure, that's not my opinion, I don't live in the US, all right, so I can't comment too much on it. All I know is all lives matter, all right? But he's taken these movements, and there's people like this, and the white guilt people that are mainly white that are doing it, extreme liberalists, right, and they're breeding extremism within the extremism and making life so difficult. You see, these people are making Black Lives Matter like the Black Panthers, right? Some sort of like extremist element now, okay, that are just against white people. Wow, white people are scum, enslaved us. Wow. I come from an Irish background, a Northern Irish that might be, right, in Ulster, but I still come from an Irish background. Have a look at Irish people over in America, if you want to talk about that sort of stuff. We can go down that path. Have a look at the enslavement of the Ottoman Empire, when it enslaved loads of white Europeans. Oh, we forgot about that, haven't we? Oh yeah, we won't put that in history, because you idiots are following mainstream media, and you're following the mainstream syllabus through the education system. Don't you see? You don't understand, right? I'm talking from experience from visiting these countries. I've got friends in Africa, all you name it, I've got a friend there, right? And people that know me can back me up on this blog, right? I have travelled more countries than most people, right, and worked in them, right? And it pisses me off when I get these liberals, right, who are probably stuck in their house, right, doing nothing, right, trying to make us white people feel guilty. You want to know who's persecuted? Let's play your game. All right, go to the UK, and I'm going to start a movement that's called, right, okay, right, it's called, right, white, working class, veterans, patriots, lives matter, because they matter as well, right, and that's what I am, and us people suffer more than anybody in the UK. We are bottom of the pile, we're hated by our own people, right, just because we have a free mind and we don't follow the mainstream media and we don't swallow the bullshit that you lot are fed in university, right, to breed this extreme element of ideology that is extreme liberalism. You're entitled to sit on the left. I have no argument against that, right? But let's not go down the road of hating your own people because of these people like Tariq Nasheed or whatever his name is, right, that preach hatred against white people. It's division. They're not bringing people together, they're dividing. And so are you, by making us feel guilty about the past. So please, people, wake up. Okay? Think outside the box. Look into history, right? And really understand. There was a Black Lives Matter movement in the UK. What? Okay, in America, that's not down to me. Like I said, it's that Americans that live in America know more about that issue, and it's not for me to really comment on so much. Okay, because I'm sure it started from a genuine cause, right? But what I'm saying is it's gone to this extreme element. Now we're talking about a white policeman that's killing a terrorist. Basically, no, it was a policeman that was killing a guy that's under an ideology that is killing the world. That's all he done. He stopped a bloke from killing other people. Get over it, all right? Get over colour, you idiots. I'm a nationalist. I consider myself a nationalist. I don't give a shit what any of you say. Proud to be white. But so should a black person be proud to be black. It doesn't mean we have to hate each other. It means we get along with each other, but we understand each other's heritage, okay? And the good parts from it, because guess what? White people do have a good past as well. We're not just enslaving people and horrible people, all right? So wake up and smell the coffee, because I'm sick of seeing your rubbish on the internet. That's me, 10 minutes today. Start my own news channel, I think. Speak soon.